Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Jenny Sieber, and today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about my skincare. And this is skincare that I use whether I'm pregnant or not, but it just so happens that I am pregnant right now, so I'm going to throw in a couple little things that I use on my bump as well. So skincare for my face as well as my bump. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, please just keep on watching and we'll get right to it. Okay, so I do want to start off by saying that my skincare is very simple, very affordable, very basic. Like I'm not a skincare expert by any means, and I actually want to dive a little bit more into skincare. You know, whenever I'm not pregnant, I feel like there's a little bit more you can do, but this is what I use as of right now. So the first thing that I like to use is the CeraVe cleanser. They have two different versions of this cleanser. There's the foaming for the normal to oily skin, and then they have the, I think the hydrating one. I really like using both of them. Right now I'm using the foaming one just because that's what I grabbed, but I typically prefer, I do kind of prefer to use the hydrating one over the foaming one just for preference. Like I'm not a huge fan of foaming cleansers, but this doesn't foam like a ton, as you'll see in the clip. But I really love this cleanser. I've been using it for probably 3 years. If you haven't seen my skincare videos in the past, I had really bad acne, and this is what I started using when I really was like going through that battle. So it's been working for my skin. It doesn't break me out. It doesn't do anything crazy. I mean, it's a really gentle cleanser. A lot of people love it. A lot of dermatologists recommend it. So I highly recommend this cleanser, and it's very affordable. Okay, so the next thing that I use is this vitamin C serum. It is also from CeraVe. Now, I don't know how long this has been out. This is a recent addition to my routine though, and I really have been liking it. If you don't know, vitamin C is a really hard vitamin to work with. Like, it's very hard to stabilize, and I feel like the packaging does a good job of that. The only thing I will say is the lid is not the best. Like, I tightened it too tight and it cracked the lid, but you're supposed to store this kind of more in a cool, dry place and it will be more stabilized. So if you use it the right way, this is really nice. So far, I'm really liking it. And I feel like it's helped to kind of just make my skin tone look a little better overall. Again, I've only been using it for a couple months, and I don't use it every morning. I typically just use it at night. But I think you can use it in the morning. I'm pretty sure you can. Okay, and then the next thing I like to use is the CeraVe moisturizing cream. I know this seems like it's like a CeraVe sponsored video, but I've just had amazing luck with their products, and they're so cheap, so I really love them. But this moisturizing cream is what I use on my face and my body. There's nothing really to say about it. I mean, it's a nice moisturizer. Like, I put it on my hands, I put it on everything. It works really well, and it doesn't like feel, it's a pretty heavy moisturizer, but it sinks in pretty quickly, and I haven't had any issues with it. So the next thing that I touch on might be a little bit of a sensitive subject. I'm not an esthetician or a dermatologist or anything, but I will say this has changed the game for me. This little tool, let me show you. This little tool I got at Marshall's, very cheap. You can buy them on Amazon. You can pretty much buy them anywhere. I mean, they're super cheap, but this is the only way I pop my pimples now, because I have a habit of popping pimples, and squeezing it is so damaging to your skin, and this just kind of helps really wiggle it out. So I'll take like a rag with pretty hot water, and I'll just set it on the pimple for 20 seconds or so, and then I will run this over the spot, and I typically just use this side. And I'll run that over the pimple, and I'll just squeeze everything out of it. It works really well. I haven't noticed any negative effects with it. Honestly, I think it's helped me more than it's hurt me. Like, I think it's, I mean, because when you're touching your skin, like, you're putting more bacteria on your skin. This is pretty sanitary. I mean, a lot more sanitary than my fingers. So I've really been liking this. Again, don't come for me if you're, you know, against these things, but for me, it's worked out really nicely. And if you use it the correct way, I mean, Google it, watch some videos, I think it's supposed to be a much more effective, better way to pop a pimple, because I cannot sit here with white stuff coming out of a pimple and not get it out, okay? It's just not happening. So I'd rather use that than my fingers any day. Okay, and the next for my face is something that I literally use all the time, every day, summer, winter, I don't care. Chapstick. Name brand, regular old chapstick, super cheap, my favorite. I love chapstick. I cannot live without it. When I was giving birth, I bought a 3-pack because I was like, if I lose my chapstick, I'm not gonna be happy. So, chapstick. I put it on all the time. I have one in my jacket. I have one in my purse. I have one at my desk at work. I have one downstairs. I have one in my bathroom. I have them everywhere. I lose them all the time, but thank goodness they're cheap because I can replace them easily. Love them. Cannot recommend chapstick enough. Hate Carmex. Hate Burt's Bees. Hate all of those. This one, she's gold, okay? Gold. Okay, so that's really all I do for my like facial skincare. Like I said, it's very simple, very straight to the point. I do the same thing morning and night. Granted, I use the vitamin C serum like here and there, but I don't use it really in the morning. I tend to use it more at night. But everything else, I mean, I just use the same stuff morning and night. It really just works for me, and I find it to be easy. It doesn't break me out. It just works, okay? I've heard people say in the past that like eye cream is not really that effective, like just put moisturizer under your eyes. I mean, I would like to explore eye creams, so if you have one that you really, really just love, let me know in the comments, because that is something I'm kind of looking to add. But other than that, I feel like my skincare it works for me. It's easy, it's simple, it's cheap, it's good. So next we're gonna move on to the bump. So this is a recent purchase. This is the Bumpology Bump Butter. I saw it on Instagram and I thought it looked really nice. It's more of an oil and it looks just like juicy and really nice on the bumps. So I decided to order it. I've been using it and so far I like it. I don't know how long this is gonna last though, because let's see. With the texture of it, I just don't feel like it's gonna last that long, because I feel like I have to use quite a bit to get a good moisturized feeling. And I put it on my belly, I put it on my back, and then I take like the leftover and I put it on my elbows and just like any dry spots that I have, and my boobs, I also put it on there. So far I'm liking it, but I don't know that it would be like a favorite yet. So the next two things are what I used during my last pregnancy for my bump, and I didn't get any stretch marks. Everything was good, so I know I can recommend this. At least, I mean, stretch marks, I think it depends on like your genetic makeup. I didn't get very big with Tegan, so I, didn't get any stretch marks, but also my skin is not really prone to stretch marks. So just because this worked for me doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna work for you. But this is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Massage Lotion for Stretch Marks. This is what she looks like. I do really like it. I think it lasts a long time. It does the job. I didn't get any stretch marks again, so I do like it. And then I also prefer to mix it with bio oil. So what I do like 2 pumps of this lotion, and then I put the bio oil, a couple of squirts of bio oil in my hand as well. And then I just massage that all around, and it spreads out nicely, it absorbs nicely. And I really liked it too, but I just wanted to try something new with the bump butter. So those are just a couple of things that I like to use on my belly, and I feel like have worked, and they make the skin feel nice. Okay, I do have one more thing. This is just kind of an honorable mention. This is the Nivea Essentially Enriched body lotion for dry to very dry skin. This stuff, oh my gosh, it makes your skin look so glowy, so luminous, so beautiful. I typically would use this on my legs, but like on the chest, on the arms, it just looks so bomb. So like, let me see if you can tell on camera, but I'm just gonna put a little bit on my arm. It's quite a thin formula, but it feels nice. That's way too much. It feels nice, it goes on nicely, it absorbs nicely, and it just makes your skin look so bomb. You won't regret picking this one up, I promise. Rub her in. So I don't know if you can tell just like how hydrated and glowy. But it's really nice. I promise you won't regret it. It does, I mean, the scent on it is not like anything exciting. It doesn't smell good by any means, but it doesn't stink either. I mean, it's just kind of like a basic lotion-y scent. But this is just an honorable mention because, again, I don't use it for like my face, or it's not like an everyday thing. But if you got some dry legs like I do, you're gonna want this. Okay, so that is it about my skincare. If you have any recommendations, if you have any questions, if you have anything, let me know in the comments below. If you're a professional and you don't think some of this stuff is pregnancy safe, please let me know. But this is stuff that I used with my last pregnancy. Everything was fine, besides the vitamin C oil, and I did do some research on that, and turns out it's supposed to be fine too. But always talk to your doctor before using any skincare during pregnancy, just to get the okay, the go ahead. Your doctor might think differently from mine. Maybe they know something that my doctor doesn't. You just never know. So please take my recommendations with a grain of salt and do your research. You know, think about what you want in your skincare. But for me, this has just been stuff that has really worked for me, and I really have just loved for years. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. All right, bye guys.